Hello everyone, welcome back to the first episode of our tutorial series on blood bank management system. In this episode, you will be designing a home page for our application. So without further ado, let's move to our tutorial. In order to start our project, first of all, we will need to open our IDE, which is Visual Studio. So I have already installed Visual Studio IDE and pinned it in my taskbar. So I'll just click on the icon and open our Visual Studio IDE. For now, I'm using Visual Studio 2015 Enterprise version. And in order to create our new project, you can either click on this new project menu or go to File and then New and click on Project. So it will open a new window. In the left hand side, you can select on Visual C# to create our desktop application, and after clicking on Visual C#, select Windows Form application, and then here in name we'll give the name of our application, which is Blood Bank Management System, and the second one is location. For now, I'll give desktop as my location. You can click on browse and give any location where you want to save your project. For now, I'll select desktop and select folder, and here we have two checkboxes, which is create directory for solution. It will create a new folder and save our all project files in that folder. You can check it. And the second one is create a new Git repository. If you are familiar with version control system like Git, GitHub or Bitbucket, it will be helpful for you. It is an optional, so it really doesn't matter whether you check it or not. For now, I'll check on both of these and then click on OK to create our project. So I'll just click on OK, and this is our default form for our application. We will make some tweaks and changes and we'll customize the design and make our homepage for our application. First of all, just select the form and go to properties, and here first I want to change the name of the form, which is form1. So just select the properties name and here move your cursor here and delete form1, and instead of form1 I want to give it its name as FRM home. Sorry, I gave double O. FRM home, and similarly we will change the text of the form, which is form1. So I want to change this to home, and this change will be shown here. Here we have home, and similarly I want to customize the form border style. I don't want form border, so I'll just remove it, and it will remove everything like minimize option, maximize option and close option. We will add custom close option for our application. So just select the form and go to properties and look for form border style property. So here it is, form border style, and from sizeable we'll select none. So it will remove borders as well as icons, which was in top right side. So now we need to resize our application. You can freely resize by just dragging the corners of our application, but for exact size I want to give its exact size. So just select the form and go to properties and look for size property. So here it is. Now I want to give its size of 1135 by 610, which will be 1135 pixel width and 610 height. So 1135 comma 610. So this will give a fixed size to our application. So this is it. Now I want to change the background of our form from white to a little bit grayish. So just select the form, go to properties and look for back color property, and here it is. From control I want to change it to scroll bar. So search for scroll bar. So here it is. So it will change our background from white to grayish. Now I want to add a menu bar at the top of our application. So now go to the toolbox and search for menu strip. here it is. This is menu strip, so I'll just drag it and put it at the top of our application, and it will be here. Now we will have two modules in this application, which is user module and donors. So I'll add users menu, and here I'll add donors menu. So this is it. Now I want to change its default name. So select the menu strip and go to properties, and here in name properties we will change from menu strip 1 to menu strip top. And then I want to change its font size as well. I want to make it little bit bigger, so go to font properties and click on this three dot icon. For now we'll be using Sego UI font, and its font style will be bold, and let's make it little bigger, which will be a font size 10, and click on OK. So this look pretty good, but let's make the size little bit bigger for menu strip. For that we'll need to add padding at top and bottom. So I'll just select the menu strip and go to properties and look for padding here. Now I want to give a little more padding at the top and the bottom, so I'll remove 2 and type it 10. I'm just increasing padding at top and bottom. So this is it. Now let's check it out. So it's little bit bigger and it looks nice. So this is it for now. Similarly, let's add a footer for our application. For that we'll need to add a panel. So go to toolbox and search for panel and drag and drop panel in our form. This is it, and I want this panel to be attached at the bottom of our application. So just select the panel and go to properties. First we'll change its name from panel 1 to panel footer, and let's look out for its doc property. So here it is, and from doc properties none to we'll add the bottom one, this one. It will attach our this panel to the bottom of our application. So just select this one, which is the footer, and let's size it little bit smaller. I want to make it same as our menu, so I think this is same. So this is it, and let's change its back color as well. I want it to be white as this. So select the panel and go to properties and look for back color, and from scroll bar we need to select a white color, which is control. So I'll just select control and it will be white like this. And let's add the name of our application at the footer and the name of the developer as well. So let's go to toolbox and search for label, and we'll drag label in our footer here. Select the label and go to properties, and we'll change its name from label 1 to LBL app name, and then we'll change its font properties as well. We will select its font size, font name, and font style. So for that, select the font properties and click on this three dot icon. And I want to use Sego UI. I want to use constant font in all of our applications, so I'll be using same font all over the application, which is Sego UI, and it will be regular, and I think its font size will be around 16 pixels. So I'll just select 16 pixels. It will be a little bit bigger, so click on OK, and it's big. And let's select the label and go to properties, and we'll change its text. So go to the text properties, and from label 1 we'll change to blood bank management system. So this is it, and I want to make its color, I want to change its color from black to reddish one. For that I have selected a custom color. You can select the label and go to properties and search for for color properties, and from here you can either search for the red color and apply it, but instead of selecting red color I want to give a custom color. So I'll just select the name, and instead of selecting color from this panel I want to give RGB value, which is 226,76,58. This is a custom RGB value for a flat red color, so it look like this. And now I want to give name of the developer and the side of the name of our application. So select another label, or you can just select the label and Ctrl C to copy and paste it again by pressing Ctrl and V. It will bring another label here, and we will customize this label. So just select the label and go to properties, and I don't want this color to be red, I want it to be black. So I'll just go to the color and select black, and we'll change the name as well. So from label 1 to LBL dev title, and we'll change its text from Blood Bank Management System to developed by. So it looks like this, and I think I'll add a hyphen after developed by. So just select the label and properties, and here I'll add just minus sign, and similarly I'll add the name on the right side of developed by. So just Ctrl and C to copy this label and Ctrl V to paste, and just move on the right side, and then select the label and change its name and text properties. So just select the label developed by on the right side of our first developed by. So just select this label and go to properties, and in the name we'll change from label 1 to LBL developer, and in text properties we will change from developed by to the name of developer. For now I will put my name, you can put yours as well. So the developed by is Vijay Thapa. So this is the name of the developer. For now I want to make this developer name a little bit bolder and change this color as well. So just I will select the label and go to properties, and in our font properties click on this 3-dot icon and select bold and click on OK. I also want to change its color from black to navy blue. So just go to for color and click on this icon, and from here you can search for navy blue. For now I'm looking for navy blue color. Where is it? I think I'll use royal blue for now. It looks pretty nice. So this is the footer for our application. I want to position it in the center of our application. So just move the cursor from the right hand side to the left hand side and select all of these labels and just drag to the left side by using right arrow key. I think this is the center of our application, and this looks pretty nice. So this is it for our header and footer, and in the middle section we will add panels to show the number of donors in different blood groups. For example, O positive, O negative, A positive, A negative, etc. For that we will add panels. So let's go to toolbox and search for panel, and let's drag and drop panel here. And this looks nice for now, but I want to give it a custom size. So just select the panel and go to properties. Now search for size property. So I'll go to size, and I want to give it a custom size, which is of 200 by 100, 200 width and 100 height. So from 177 I will go to, so I'll give 200, 100. Here 200 is width and 100 is height. So this is a custom size for our panel, which will be displaying a number of donors in different blood group. And I want to make its background color as white like our header and footer. So just select the panel and go to properties and search for back color. here it is. From scroll bar I want to give control, so select the control and it will make its background white. Let's change the name of the panel, so panel 1 to panel O positive. So first one will be O positive, so I am just giving the name of our blood group O positive. That's it for now, and inside the panel we will add the name of our blood group and number of donors as well. So just go to the toolbox and search for label, drag and drop our label in panel here, and just select the label and go to properties. We will change its name from label 1 to LBL blood group, and its text will be O positive plus for positive sign. And I want to make its font size little bit bigger, so go to the font properties and select on 3-dot icon and change its font name from Microsoft Sans Serif to Sego UI. We will be using Sego UI font in most of the places in our application, so select the Sego UI and its font style will be bold and its font size will be 36. It will be a little bit much bigger, and I think we need to change its color from black to red, so I'll give a custom red color as given in the footer. So I'll just select the label, go to properties and search for color, and I'll just give the custom RGB value which is 226, 76, 58, and it will change its color from black to red. I'll just position it at the middle. And next thing we need to add is number of donors here and the label donors. So go to toolbox and search for another label, just drag and drop label here and select the label, go to properties, change its name, so LBL OPOSITIVE count, O positive count, and for now I'll give its default value to 0, and let's change its font properties as well. So just select the font property and click on 3-dot icon, and then our font name is Sego UI and it will be regular. Font size will be 26, and we will also change its color. We will give the reddish color as our blood group name, so it will be 226, 76, 58. That's it, and I want to move it to the right side. This is the count of our donors. To check, instead of giving 0, let's give it 100. So just select the label and go to properties and change its value from text to 100. I think this will be better, and similarly we will add another label down our counter. So just go to toolbox, drag and drop another label and drop it in our panel. Select the label and go to properties and change its name from label 1 to LBL name, and we'll change its text to donors. We will also need to change its font property as well, so go to the font property and click on 3-dot icon, search for Sego UI font, and it will be semi-light. I think we have a semi-light option as well, so I'll just select semi-light for this, and its font size will be 12, so I'll just select 12 and okay. This is good. Let's position it. The overall design of our panel looks pretty nice, so I'll be using this panel for others as well. So I'll just copy the whole thing inside our panel, just drag and drop and include everything like name of the blood group, count of blood donors, and label and panel. And I'll press Ctrl and C to copy and Ctrl and V to paste. I'll just drag by clicking on this icon, and I'll position it to the right side, and this is it. Similarly, I'll just select both of these panels and select all of these two panels and copy it by pressing Ctrl and C, and again press Ctrl and V. So we have created 4 blood categories. Since we have 8 blood groups, we need to make 8 panels. So again I will select all of these 4 panels and copy it by pressing Ctrl and C, and again press Ctrl and V to paste. And I will just click on one of the drag icon and position it just below these, and I think we have to drag all of these. Also, let's select all of these and move a little bit down. Let's manage the gaps. I can select the top and move it a little bit down. You can manage the spaces as per your need. For now I want to make equal spaces at top here and bottom here. I think this is real nice. Now we need to change the name of all of these labels. For this we will select the label and go to properties and change its label 3 to LBL LBLOTIVE, and its text will be O minus, which is O negative. Similarly, we need to change the name of this label. So select the label and go to properties, and from label 2 it will be LBL. I don't know what we give in the first label. Let's see the name of this label. So I'll just select this label and go to property. So this one is LBL O positive count. Similarly, we need to give a name of this label as LBL O negative count. So I'll just select this label and go to properties. So it will be LBL O negative count, and let's give its name LS. I don't know what I give the name of this label. So just select the label and go to properties, LBL name. So it really doesn't matter what we give the name of this label, since it will remain constant, it will not change. So let's leave it for now. We'll only change the name of the labels like blood group and count. So let's go to the second row, and it will be A positive. So just select the label, go to properties and change its name from label 9 to LBL A positive, and its count will be properties LBL A positive count. And let's go to the next one. It will be and sorry, I forgot to change its text. So it will be, just select the label and go to properties and change its text from O positive to A positive. So it will be A plus, which is A positive. And let's change the text of this label as well. So select this label, go to properties and change its name from label 6 to LBL A negative, and its text will be, so go to text property and change its text from O positive to A negative, A minus. And similarly, let's change the label of this counter as well. So select the label, go to properties, change its name from LBL label 5 to LBL A count, A negative count. Now we need to go to the third row. So select the blood group O positive and go to properties, change its label, change its name from label 21 to LBL B positive, and its text will be B plus, which is B positive. And similarly, we need to change the name and text of this count label as well. So just select this label, go to properties and change its name from label 22 LBL B positive count, and that's it. Now we need to go to the another column, which is O positive, change it to B negative. So just select the label, go to properties and change its name from label 18 to LBL B negative. And then we need to change its text as well. So look for text property, here it is, and change it to B minus, which is B negative. And now let's change the label of counter as well. So select the label, go to properties, change its name from label 17 to LBL B negative count. That's it. Now let's go to the last row and change the O positive blood group to AB positive. So just select the label, go to properties, and change its name from label 15 to LBL AB positive, and change its text to AB plus. So just go to the text properties and change it to AB plus. So that's it. So it is AB positive. Now we need to change the counter for AB positive as well. So just select the counter, go to property, and change its name to from label 14 to LBL AB POSITIVE count. Similarly, let's go to the last panel and select the O positive label and change its name to LBL AB negative, and let's change its text to AB minus. So AB minus, which is AB negative, and we need to change its counter as well. So just select the counter and go to properties, change its name from label 11 to LBL AB negative count, and that's it. We have added all the blood groups: O positive, O negative, A positive, A negative, B positive, B negative, AB positive, and AB negative, and this panel will display the number of counters in each blood group as well. So that's it. Now we need to add a data grid view showing detail of all the donors. So let's add the data grid view in the right side. So I'll go to the toolbox and search for data grid view, and drag and drop data grid view in the right side of our form. So this is it. Let's position it and give it size. Let's make it this bigger, and this looks really nice. And before the data grid view, I want to add a search box to search the donors. So let's select data grid view and change its name. So just select the data grid view and go to properties and change its name from data grid view 1 to DGV, shortcut for data grid view, DGV donors. That's it. Now let's save it by pressing Ctrl and yes, we have saved it. Let's add a search area at the top of the data grid view. For that, I will add one label and one text box. So LABL, drag and drop a label here, and just select the label, go to properties, and I'll change its name from label 2 to LBL search, and change its text as well. So from label 2 to search donor, and let's change this font property as well. So go to the font and click on this 3-dot icon and change this font family from Microsoft Sans Serif to Sego UI, and let's make it semi bold and change its font size to 12. Okay, search donor. This is pretty good. Now let's add a text box here. I'll go to toolbox and search for text box. Let's drag and drop text box here. Let's make it a little bigger and just select the text box and let's make changes to its properties. So select the text box and go to properties. Here we will change its name to TXT search, and then let's change its font properties from Microsoft Sans Serif to Sego family, Sego UI. Regular font size will be 12. That's okay. That looks pretty nice. Let's make it a little bigger. Okay, that's great. That looks great. Now I think we need to make our data grid a little bigger up to here. Now this looks pretty fine. We are almost done here. I think this is not in center, so I'll just move it to the right side a little bit more. So this looks nice now. Now all we need is an icon to close this application. For that, let's download icon from a website called icons 8. You can find free icons there. So I'll just go to the browser, Google Chrome, and type ICO and icons8.com, and here you can search any icon and download it in different forms like PNG or JPEG or SVG. So I'll just search for close icons and search. It will give different version of icons. I'll select one of these. This looks nice without border. So let's click on this icon, and here we can download it by clicking on down. I think I will use this one. So click on this and you can click on download. Here I want a PNG version, and I'll select the maximum one and click on download. Our icon is downloaded here. I want to go to the folder, so I'll just click on this icon and show in folder. So we have icon in our download section, so I'll just cut it from here, Ctrl and X to cut. I'll just save it in our desktop so it will be easier to access. So I'll paste it in desktop. So here we have our icon, close icon. In order to add our close icon in our form, we need to add a picture box. So go to the toolbox and look for picture box, drag and drop picture box here, and select the picture box. Select the picture box and go to properties. Let's change these properties from picture box 1 to picture box. Close. That's it, and let's resize it. I think this size is pretty good. Now we need to change its background from grayish to white. So just select the picture box, go to properties and look for back color property. Where is it? I think it's here. So from scroll bar we will change it to control. Now it's transparent. It looks transparent. Now in order to add an image, we need to click on this small triangle icon here. Click here, and from size mode normal we will change this to stretch image, and then we can add an image by clicking on the choose image option, and then click on local resource and click on import. And now we need to search for our image. So here it is. I'll just select the image and click on open and click on OK. So here it is. I think it's a little bit bigger, so I'll just make it small. I think this is good. Let's just position it. I think this looks nice. You can add any icon as you like. I just like this icon and added this here. So this is, let's save it by pressing Ctrl and yes, and let's run our application and see how our application looks when it will be developed. So let's click on start. It will run, and hope there are no errors. So this is it. This is our application, and this looks like this. We have not added any functionality yet. We have not added functionality to close this application when we click on this icon. Let's stop it by pressing on this red square icon, or you can click, or you can directly press Shift and F5 to stop this application. So our application is stopped. Now let's add the functionality to close this application whenever we click on this close icon. So I'll just double click on this icon, and we will add a code to close this application. So this is this dot hide. This will close our application whenever we click on that close picture. So let's save it by pressing Ctrl and S. And another thing I want to change is the property of our form. Just click on blank space and go to properties, and let's change its start position from Windows default location to center screen. So this will open our application in the center of our screen. Whenever we run application or whenever we install in another machine, it will always open our application at the center of screen. So that's it. Let's save it by pressing Ctrl and S, and let's run our application. Now this is opening our application at the center of the screen. Now let's check it whether this close functionality works or not. I'll just click on this close icon. This is closing our application. This is it, guys. Our close functionality works as we wanted. I think the UI really looks nice. So this is it, guys. You have successfully designed a home page for our broadband management system. In the next episode, we will design and create a database for our application. So thanks so much for watching. If you have any confusion related to this video, then don't forget to comment. I'll reply as soon as possible. And if you like this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So see you in next episode. Bye bye.